Hello friends, in this class we'll start with a new chapter, that is chapter 2 called Polynomials. This is a chapter of second chapter of the ninth standard. Now let us go to the concepts. Now we have been given a polynomial x squared plus 2x. We have already learnt algebraic expressions in our lower classes. So this is similar to that only. X squared plus 2x. In this, what are the terms in this polynomial? X squared and 2x are called the terms of the polynomial. Okay. Now let us take another polynomial, 4x squared plus 5x plus 7. Now what are the terms of the polynomial? 4x squared, 5x and 7 are the terms of the polynomial. So this polynomial has three terms. So when this 4x squared is joined by plus and 5x is joined by plus to 7. So that is what differentiates the terms from one another. Okay. Now a polynomial is an algebraic expression who have only whole numbers as the exponent of the variable. That is, what do you mean by exponent? The power of the variable. Suppose I am given an equation, a polynomial x plus 1 by x. This can be written as x plus x to the power minus 1. Now here the exponent or the power of x is minus 1. This is not a polynomial. When the exponent or the power of the variable x is not a whole number, minus 1 is not a whole number, isn't it? So this cannot form a polynomial. Keep these points nicely. Okay. Another equation, another polynomial I'll give you, root of x plus x. Now root of x can be written as x to the power half. So x to the power half plus x. So in this case, half is not a whole number. So once again, this is not a polynomial. A polynomial is an algebraic expression where the whole numbers form the exponent of the variable. Here the variable is x. Okay. Now I have been given a variable x cubed. I have been given a polynomial x cubed minus x squared plus 4x plus 7. So this is a polynomial in the variable x. Similarly, 3y squared plus 5y. This is a polynomial in the variable y. What do you mean by that term? All the terms have y in it. So this is a polynomial in the variable y. Now identify the polynomials in one variable. Here 4x squared minus 3x plus 7. This is a polynomial in one variable. Now let us take the other one, y squared plus root 2. This is also a polynomial in one variable. Now we have 3 root t plus t root 2. This is a polynomial in the variable t. But what is the power of t? 3 root t. Root t can be written as t to the power half, isn't it? So half is not a whole number. 3t, the power half is not a polynomial. Therefore, this is not a polynomial. It is in one variable, but it is not a polynomial. Similarly, y plus 2 by y. This can be written as y plus 2y to the power minus 1. So, y to the power minus 1, here minus 1 is not a whole number. Therefore, this is a polynomial. This is in one variable, but it is not a polynomial. I hope you get it. Now, let me take this. This is x power 10 plus y power cubed plus t power 15. This is not a polynomial in one variable because there are three variables x, y and t. So this is not a polynomial in one variable. I hope you get it. Now let us go to the next topic. Each term of the polynomial has a coefficient. What do you mean by that? Let us take this example. Minus x cubed plus 4x squared plus 7x minus 2. So in this case, the coefficient of x cubed is nothing but minus 1. Okay, so the coefficient of x cubed is minus 1. The coefficient of x squared is 4. The coefficient of x is 7 and minus 2. Minus 2 can also be written as minus 2 into x to the power 0, which is nothing but minus 2 into 1. It is minus 2. So these terms which are attached to the constants which are attached to the x, they are called the coefficients of the variable. Okay, I hope you get it. Now we'll go to the next topic. Write the coefficient of x squared in each of the following. 2 plus x squared plus 1. We are asked the coefficient of x squared. What is it? The coefficient is nothing but 1 here. In this, 2 minus x squared plus x cubed. So in this case, the coefficient is nothing but minus 1. Here we have minus x means what? It is minus 1 into x squared. So the coefficient is minus 1. Here I have pi by 2 x squared plus x. So here the coefficient is nothing but pi by 2. I hope you understood this. Now let me take this. I am given root 2x minus 1. Now in this there is no x squared. But we can write this equation as, what can we write? 0 into x squared plus root 2x minus 1. So in this case, the coefficient of x squared is equals to 0. 0 into x squared is 0. So you will have root 2x minus 1. So the coefficient of x squared is 0. I hope you get it. Now we'll go to the next topic. We'll go to the next topic. Now we are given a constant 2. 2 is also a polynomial. These constants 2, minus 5 and 7 are examples of constant polynomials. Suppose we are given a number 2, it is also a polynomial. Such things are called constant polynomials. The constant polynomial 0 is called the 0 polynomial. Okay. Now the polynomial in x is denoted. Now we can also denote this polynomial with the symbol p of x, q of x or r of x. Now p of x is nothing but it is not p into x. It is, we denote it. The full polynomial can be denoted as p of x, or you can call function of x. Okay. So p of x is equals to 2x squared plus 6x minus c. That is, we are denoting the whole polynomial as p of x. I hope you get it. Similarly, q of x is equals to x cubed minus 1. R of y equals to y cubed plus y plus 1. That is, the entire polynomial is represented by the term p of x. I hope you get, or it is, you can call it function of x. Okay. Now let us learn the terms monomial, binomial and trinomial. Monomial is a polynomial having one term. For example, 2x, 2, 5x cubed minus 5x squared. All these things have a single term. Hence they are called monomial. Now polynomials having two terms are called binomials. Example, p of x is equal to x plus 1. Q of x is equal to x squared minus x. R of y is equal to y to the power 30 plus 1. In all these cases, the polynomials have two terms. Hence, they are called binomials. Now, polynomials having only three terms are called trinomials. Example, p of x is equal to x plus x squared plus pi. Similarly, q of x is equals to root 2 plus x minus x squared. R of u is equal to u plus u squared minus 2. In all these polynomials, there are only three terms. Hence, they are called trinomials. Now, consider this polynomial q of y equals to 5y to the power 6 minus 4y squared minus 6. Now, what is the power of highest power? What is the highest power? 5y6 is the term which has the highest power, and what is the power? It is 6. The term with the highest power of y is 5y6, and the exponent of y is 6. 6 is the highest power here. So this highest power is called the degree of the polynomial. If you are given a polynomial, see the highest power. Here 6 is the highest power. So this is called the degree of the polynomial. Find the degree in the polynomial 3x to the power 7 minus 4x to the power 6 plus x plus 9. In this case, which is the highest power? X to the power 7 is the highest. So 7 is the degree of the polynomial. I hope you understood this. The degree of a non-zero constant polynomial is 0. For example, 2. 2 can be written as 2 into x to the power 0. So the degree of this is 0. I hope you understood. Now find the degree of the polynomials. So this is x to the power 5 minus x to the power 4 plus 3. Therefore the degree of this polynomial is 5. Now in this case 2 minus y squared minus y cubed plus 2 to the power 8. So 8 is the degree of this polynomial. Okay. Similarly, I am given only 2. 2 can also be written as 2 into x to the power 0. So what is the power of x here? It is 0. So the degree of this polynomial is 0. Suppose you are given a constant and you are asked to find the degree of the polynomial, it is 0. Okay. Now we will have a generalized statement. A polynomial in one variable x of degree n is in the form we can write a polynomial in the variable x of degree n. How can we write? An x to the power n plus an minus 1 and x to the power n minus 1 plus so on till a1 into x to the power 1 plus a0, where a0, a1, a2 and an are constants and an is not equal to 0. Now if we put a0 equals to a1 equals to a2 is equal to an is equal to 0, we get 0 polynomial which is 0. The degree of this is not defined. Okay. Write the degree of the polynomials. Now I have been given 5x cubed plus 4x squared plus 7. What is the degree of this polynomial? It is 3. 4 minus y squared, the degree is 2 here. So the answer is 3. When I am given 3, you can write 3 as 3 into x to the power 0, or in other words the degree of this polynomial is 0. Okay. Now classify the following as linear, quadratic and cubic. Before going into that, we will first see what do you mean by linear, quadratic and cubic equations. Okay. So now we will just go through this topic, then we will come to that question. A polynomial of degree 1 is called a linear polynomial. For example, p of x is equals to 4x plus 5. Here the degree of x is 1, or qy is equals to 2y. Here the degree of y is 1. A linear polynomial whose degree is 1 is a polynomial whose degree is 1 is called a linear polynomial. So a linear polynomial can have at the most 2 terms. So a linear polynomial in xb will be of the form ax plus b, where a and b are constants and a is not equal to 0. Similarly, a polynomial of degree 2, for example 5 minus y squared. Here y squared is of degree 2. Such a polynomial is called a quadratic polynomial. I hope you get it. When the power of x is 1, then it is called a linear polynomial. When the power of x or y is 2, it is called as a quadratic polynomial. For example, 4y plus 5y squared, 6 minus y squared. In all these cases, the highest power of the variable, if it is 2, then it is called as a quadratic polynomial. A quadratic polynomial in one variable will have at the most 3 terms. A quadratic polynomial will have at the maximum 3 terms. Okay. So we can write it in the form ax squared plus bx plus c, where a is not equal to 0 and a, b, c are constants. Now when a polynomial of degree 3 is called a cubic polynomial. For example, 4x cubed. Here the power of x is 3. Such a polynomial is called a cubic polynomial. 2x cubed plus 1. 2x cubed plus 4x squared plus 6x plus 7. All these are nothing but cubic polynomials and they will have at the most 4 terms. I hope you understood this. Now we will go to this question. Classify the following as linear, quadratic and cubic. Now x squared plus x. So what is the highest power of x here? It is 2. So this is a quadratic polynomial. I hope you understood this. In this case 1 plus x. What is the highest power of x in this? 1. So this is a linear polynomial. 3t. T is the variable. The power of t is 1. So this is a linear polynomial. R squared. So that this is a variable. This is a polynomial in the variable r and whose power is 2. So this is a quadratic polynomial. I hope you get. Similarly, if I write 3x cubed minus x squared, what is the kind of polynomial? This is a cubic polynomial. I hope you understood this. Okay. Now let us see certain problems. Find the value of each of the polynomial at the indicated value of the variables. Suppose we are given p of x is equal to 5x squared minus 3x plus 7 at x is equals to 1. That is, you have to find the value of this polynomial when x takes the value 1. So this can be written as p of 1 is equals to 5 into 1 minus 3 into 1 plus 7. This is nothing but 5 minus 3 plus 7, or in other words it is 2 plus 7, which is equals to 9. So the value of this polynomial when x takes the value 1 is p of 1 is 9. Now similarly, in this case we have to find at y equals to 2. So this is 3 into 2 the whole cubed minus 4 into 2 plus root 11. Now 3 into 2 the whole cubed is 8 minus 4 2s are 8 plus root 2. So 3 into 8 is 24 minus 8 plus root 11. I am sorry, this is root 11. So this is nothing but 16 plus root 11 is the answer for q of 2. Okay, it is when y is the value 2. This is the answer. Now what do you mean zeros of a polynomial? P of x. Now let us take the polynomial. P of x is equal to x minus 1. Now what is P of 1 in this? This is 1 minus 1. That is when I substitute x as 1. So P of 1 is 1 minus 1 equal to 0. Therefore 1 is the 0 of the polynomial P of x. That is what value will I add in this polynomial so that I get the answer 0. So 1 is the 0 of the polynomial P of x. 1 is also called the root of the polynomial equation x minus 1 is equals to 0. So P of 1, when you get a 0, it is called as the 0 of the polynomial, and 1 is also called the root of the polynomial. Check whether minus 2 and 2 are the zeros of the polynomial x plus 2. P of x is equals to x plus 2. When I do P of 2, it is 2 plus 2 equals to 4. It is not the 0 of the polynomial. Now P of minus 2 is minus 2 plus 2 equals to 0, where minus 2 is the 0 of the polynomial and 2 is not the 0 of the polynomial. Okay, so that is all for today's class. Thank you, friends.